talking about the 2018 Cabernet Franc from Glacier Ridge Vineyards. And as a lot of you know by now, Glacier Ridge is our prime, red vineyard site that we use here in the Finger Lakes, really our exclusive red site that we use, located just about a mile or two north of us here at Red Newt Cellars. 2018 was a little bit of a challenging vintage, but there was a lot of work that was done in the vineyards, and there was some really pretty fruit hanging out there, which is what allowed us to make this particular wine.
Yes, this is a great example of why Glacier Ridge is such a wonderful site to work with. In a year where there was quite a bit of rain and some challenges around the region, in Glacier Ridge, between the steep slopes and relatively poor soil from an agriculture standpoint, but that means soil that doesn't hold as much water, the fruit actually held on quite nicely. And this got picked late October, early November. Beautiful, ripe Cabernet Franc for us to work with.
And while all the fruit is from Glacier Ridge Vineyards, we kind of portion out what comes from an upper block and a lower block. The upper block was the majority of what went into this particular wine, which tend to be slightly younger vines as well. So these tend to be, in this particular vintage, a little bit more fruit forward, a little bit more berry prominent, which really played off nicely with the component from the lower block, which brought a little bit of that kind of smokiness character to it.
When people ask why we plant Cabernet Franc in the Finger Lakes, to me, this is a wine that proves why. In a very difficult vintage, Cabernet Franc hung beautifully. It gave us this wine that we can really confidently give a single vineyard bottling name to. And it's going to continue to age beautifully for years to come. Sometimes we can't explain why a grape works in a region, and that is sometimes true with Cabernet Franc and Riesling in the Finger Lakes, but you can't argue with the results.